Welcome back to our channel, guys. Okay, so I'm Ariana and my husband is Scott. He is obviously working right now because he's not in the studio. And so, as you can tell from the title, this is really just like a post-birth control update, because there are like so many people that have like 1,000,001 questions about like fertility and when they can get pregnant, how soon, how fast, like all these different things. And I have all these questions myself. So I figured that if I can help at least one person, then these videos will be worth it. So I got my birth control out. Well, first we're going to start with when I got the birth control in. So I got my birth control put in October of 2017, and it was great while it lasted. I mean, I do have to tell you guys, like, pregnancy, not a chance. Like, it never happened. Like, kept you super safe. I mean, obviously you still have to keep up on things and make sure you stay good so you don't get like an STD, but as far as like actually getting pregnant, it's a very slim chance is if your birth control is inserted right and it stays in the right position. On top of that, while the protection was great, I bled for 9 months straight when I got it, and then when I actually had periods, they would be like very sporadic and irregular, and either it would be like 3 weeks long, 2 weeks long, 1 week long, 2 days long. Like, it was never something that I could like put on a calendar and pinpoint like, oh, my period's gonna come this time. Like, you can kind of try and expect it around like maybe the beginning of the month or the end of the month, like depending on when it came the month before. But there was like literally no chance I was going to be pinpointing when I got my period. So, I mean, I kind of just gave up. I downloaded Eve, which is what I used at first to track my periods, because before it was just to track my period. I just wanted to know like when I got it. And when you go to the doctor, they always ask you, oh, what was the first day of your last period? And in my head, I'm always like, I have no freaking clue. Like, I know when I stopped, I know like other information, but I have no clue. So I started tracking it just so I would know like the dates. And then after that, I decided about, I want to say 6 months ago, I downloaded this app. It's called Flow, and it helps you if you're trying to get pregnant, and it'll tell you when you're ovulating based on like past periods. So the way that it works is that you'll plug in every day like what your symptoms are, what you've done, if you've had sex or not, like basically just let you know like if your symptoms are normal or not normal. And then after you log your periods into the calendar for a couple of months, it'll start letting you know like when you're going to be ovulating, like the days. So it'll give you like 2 weeks of like your ovulation window, or depending on your cycle, whenever your ovulation window is. And then on top of that, it'll give you like your super fertile day. It'll be circled, and it'll just basically tell you your prime day for ovulation, like when you're most likely to get pregnant. And for me, this was super great, because even though I started keeping track of my periods, I had no clue how to track ovulation. And then I found out how you were supposed to track it, but I wasn't really sure if I was doing it right. I don't know. But Flo made sure that I had my period on track. So today is Friday, February 7th, and it's 9:53 in the morning. So basically, I got my birth control out 4 days ago on February 3rd around 9 in the morning. And when I tell you, oh my goodness, it was great. So this is 4 days post operation. This is what it looks like. It's like this incision here. You can see it's healing. Nice. The cut that she made was really superficial. She gave me a bunch of numbing. I think it's called like betadine or bedazone or something like that. I don't know. It's really similar to, I'm pretty sure, cortisone or something like that, but it starts with a B. And so she took this huge needle and she put it like right under the top, numbed everything. I literally felt nothing, like absolutely nothing. My doctor was great. She talked me through the entire process. She made like a little incision after poking the birth control at my arm just to see like where the hole was, where it was trying to protrude or like come out of the skin. And so once she saw where it was trying to come out, that's where she made the incision. And then she just pushed it through. And like I said, like I literally felt nothing. So I got to watch it. It was great. So I got that out. She told me that as far as fertility, like I could do either right away. I might be someone who does it like after a couple months or a couple years. Like everyone's different basically. Like there is no set like basis of like, oh, if you have birth control, you won't be able to get pregnant for a year, or you won't be able to get pregnant for 6 months, or so and so and so. Like it literally just depends on your body type. Like it depends on how much fertility you had before you even got the birth control, or if you're fertile at all, or if you have like any like, I don't know, hormonal situations going on. I don't know. It really just depends on you, like the person. And while I'm saying this, like I'm telling you guys, like it's so hard, like to want something so bad and then have to wait for it to happen. When like you see people out here who are just like accidentally getting pregnant, and while like every baby is a blessing, you're just like, man, that's so great. Like I wish that could happen to me. So like I said, I got my birth control out on the 3rd. On flow, I was supposed to start ovulation on December 31st, and it was supposed to end, I'm pretty sure, February 13th or 12th or 13th, one of those. And so I started on the 31st. I had the birth control in and it wasn't working. So before I went in on the 3rd, just to see if like I was still technically ovulating, like if I could still ovulate while I was on that birth control, I did take a test. I ended up throwing it away, but I took a test just to see like if I was actually ovulating, and I wasn't. So that's why I had threw it away, although I should have kept it. And then I got the birth control out that morning, and then later on, really early on the 4th, I took another ovulation test, and this is the clip of me taking that test. These are the tests. This one was from the 4th. That one was from the 4th as well. And then this one was from the 5th. Okay, so now that you guys have seen that, after I took that test, I was indeed ovulating, and I was super excited. I was like, oh my god, yes, we're about to get it on. Like, you know, woohoo, we're gonna get pregnant. Like, there's a way for me to do that now. I'm ovulating. That's super exciting. But it wasn't like like I was obviously ovulating, but it wasn't like prime ovulation. Like, it wasn't close to like the egg. I keep saying like. It wasn't close to the date at which the egg was actually planning on dropping and being able to be fertilized. So it wasn't my peak ovulation day, but I was indeed ovulating. I was in my ovulation window. So I was super excited. Either way, I was just like, oh my god, there's a chance. Originally, it said that my ovulation day was going to be, like, the prime one was going to be on the 8th. But something just didn't feel right, because once I was reading up more on it, like what you feel when you're ovulating, and they're like, oh, you feel bloating, you feel like all these different things. And I'm like, oh my god, I feel those things now. So I was like, somehow, like, it doesn't make sense. I think I'm going to be ovulating sooner. So on February 5th, I took a test, and the test was super positive. Both of the lines were the exact same color. If you don't know how the ovulation test works, there's a C line and there's a T line. The C line is the control line, and that's basically like the basis. And then the T line is what they're testing in your pee, so the testing line. So if the T line is equal to or darker than the C line, then you're ovulating, or you're going to ovulate within the next 24 to 48 hours. If not, then you're ovulating, but it's not gonna, like, your egg's not gonna be dropping anytime soon. So when I got this test on the 5th, I was like, holy crap, I don't know, like, I'm ovulating sooner. 48 hours is the 7th, like, that's the last day for me. Like, there's no way it was the 8th, but I was like, it was close enough. On December 6th, I started spotting, and it was like pinkish, brownish blood, and I was like, okay, maybe that's like ovulation blood, but it's too soon. I thought. I don't know. I just didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, there's still a chance I could be pregnant. Like, holding on to faith, holding on to hope, like, hoping that I'm gonna be pregnant somehow, some way. And I just like, there's no way. Like, this has to be ovulation spotting. And then I started watching more videos, and the more videos I watched, the more they told me, like, ovulation spotting and all this other stuff, like, happened later on. And I've just been, like, so confused. And then I started bleeding. I did have like some cramping, but it's mild cramping. Like they said it would be with ovulation. It's not super heavy or consistent. It doesn't hurt. I am bloated. All of these symptoms, like being so close together, it's so hard to know like what's ovulation and what's you like starting your period. And so I kind of was just like sad because I just took the test 2 days ago, and it said that I was like at my peak ovulation and it was coming around soon. And so I was like, okay, yay, like I get a chance to ovulate, and now I'm on my period. And so it's just like, or I think I am, and it sucks because I really do want this, and I'm doing everything like that I have to do. I already started my prenatals. I've been to the doctor, like everything that you're supposed to be doing, like I've 100% done already. So I've just been like basically waiting. And I know I just got my birth control out like maybe like literally 4 days ago. And so I'm gonna wait until my period was supposed to come and see if I get it again. Like see if this one goes and then stops and then if I get it again. Or if it's done after today. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see. But as of right now, it doesn't look like I'm going to be conceiving this cycle. I'm gonna have to wait until next month. But I put my information into Flow and I changed all my like dates and stuff and like inserted this as a period, and it gave me a new ovulation date for the 28th of February, which is literally 2 weeks from today. So I'm gonna stay hopeful, cross my fingers, dot my I's, I don't know, just like do what I can, stay healthy, and I will update you guys on this whole journey situation once we are actually trying again. But as of right now, it feels like it's just a period. It doesn't feel like I'm ovulating anymore. It doesn't feel like I possibly conceived. I'm kind of bummed because I know like some women do like get pregnant right away and it's great and they never get a period and they're just so happy, and I really was hoping that I was going to be one of those women, and it sucks that I'm not, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying. My husband is great and it's going to be worth it. So I just want to say stay tuned for all of our videos. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the family. We love you guys all so much, and I can't wait until we finally get that positive test, or we have the chance to possibly test, like to see if we're pregnant. And then, you know, you guys are obviously going to surprise Scott with me, and it's just going to be a lot. So stay tuned for more videos, guys. I'm going to do my best to try and clarify and help some women out who do get the birth control. By the way, I had Nexplanon in my upper arm, if that helps anybody. So, like I said, I will see you guys soon. So, stay tuned. Bye, guys.